Every year, billions of pounds of trash are buried in landfills across Tennessee.
Not in my backyard. That's what people living in Rutherford County are saying about yet another proposal to build more of the Middle Point landfill next to the one that's already there.
Before you can even see the Middle Point landfill, you can smell it.
With the population boom in Middle Tennessee, landfills are filling up fast.
Of all that waste, 75% could be recovered and put back into our economy. But today, Tennessee only recycles about 10% of our waste. We can solve this. There are industries right here in Tennessee that need those materials we are currently sending to our landfills.
Kaiser Aluminum is a semi-fabricated aluminum products company. We manufacture products for aerospace, packaging, general engineering, as well as automotive and markets. So currently what we're facing is 2/3 of our primary aluminum in the United States comes from Canada. On average, $800 million to $1 billion annually worth of aluminum beverage cans hitting the landfills. And because aluminum is infinitely recyclable, we could capture that material and bring it back into our facilities. It would certainly help alleviate a lot of the supply issues that we're dealing with, and we may be dealing with significantly into the future. And the only way to do that is through better state and federal policies.
The aluminum industry has an economic impact of $9 billion annually in Tennessee. Its impacts can be felt across the entire state. In Huntingdon, Grangus operates one of its 3 U.S. aluminum rolling facilities. Grangus is the largest employer in Carroll County with more than 500 employees.
And we're a global foil manufacturing facility. And customers put that in all kinds of applications, everything from HVAC to automotive to flexible packaging, even thinking about all the way down to a Capri Sun or a peanut butter lid. That is the aluminum that you see that comes from our facilities.
We could function almost on 100% recyclable if we could get it to fill our demand. It's really kind of traded like a commodity. It's not a fight, but it's a challenge to find an adequate continuous supply. Beverage cans, turkey basters or pie pans and stuff, that's a lot of aluminum, a lot of a good grade aluminum that we could use. It's a win all around. It's cheaper, it's less electricity, and it's less emissions than converting it from ore out of the ground.
The recycling he's talking about is taking place just east in Dixon, Tennessee, at Shapiro Metals.
We get probably 75 to 80% of the materials from Tennessee. We do aluminum, we do stainless, we do coppers, a lot of ferrous, cardboard, some plastics. We'll put it on the line, run it up into the baler, it'll compact it, it'll come out in this form, then it'll go to an end user for melting.
One of those end users is Grangus in Huntingdon, which is how a circular economy works. The waste from one industry provides feedstock for another. Metals are not the only materials in high demand in Tennessee. Just up the road in Weakley County sits the largest ball clay deposit in the United States. 90% of all porcelain tile manufactured in the U.S. includes Tennessee ball clay. Tennessee clay is a key ingredient in the production of ceramic tiles and countertops. Up the road in Clarksville is one of North America's largest tile manufacturing facilities, Florum USA.
Porcelain tile is made primarily of sand, clay, and feldspar. The clay is West Tennessee ball clay. That's why we're here. That's why Tennessee is so popular in the clay industry. The sand, though, we could substitute in glass because it's chemically the same. So bottled glass would be a great source for us to have post-consumer content in our tile. I think it's important to understand the scale of the industry in Tennessee and the scale of industry here at Florum. We could take every bottle landfilled in Tennessee today and we would still have to buy glass.
From Crossville to Clarksville, thousands of Tennesseans are employed in our ceramic tile industry. Florum, the tile manufacturer, needs the glass, but currently we don't have the recycling infrastructure in place to capture that glass. Right down the road in Old Hickory, Recycle Services is trying to meet that demand.
Recycle Services located specifically to Tennessee because there's a great amount of glass that is not being recycled, and there's a huge demand for recycled glass. And the reason why recycled glass is so valuable is that when it's cleaned and processed appropriately, It's easier to melt and so is more efficient. You're not remining sand and limestone to create new glass products. And so there's many benefits to the environment and to our businesses.
So there's demand for our aluminum and our glass, but what about plastics? A straight shot down I-65 in Troy, Alabama is KW Plastics.
KW Plastics is headquartered in Troy, Alabama, and we are considered the world's largest plastics recycler. Companies like Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Toyota, GM, they need post-consumer recycled material, and we would love to be able to supply them with that. We know that there is much more plastic that we could be getting from Tennessee, that we could be purchasing from communities in Tennessee. Not only would I love to buy more, I need to buy more. But without a system in place, without infrastructure in place, then it's getting lost. That we literally are burying billions of dollars worth of plastic containers in our landfills. This really is economic development. It's about being a good steward of the resources that we have and maximizing what we already have.
We had to go outside of Tennessee to Columbus, Ohio to find a real-world example of the future of recycling. This $100 million facility processes and recycles over 250,000 tons of municipal solid waste per year. In order to bring this degree of investment to Tennessee, our state lawmakers are currently considering the Tennessee Waste to Jobs Act. This legislation will generate millions of dollars for recycling infrastructure, reduce our reliance on materials from foreign countries, create thousands of Tennessee jobs, and help solve our landfill crisis at no cost to Tennessee taxpayers. Tennessee is well positioned to become a regional economic powerhouse and a leader in recycling. Please support the Tennessee Waste to Jobs Act.